Hello everyone, welcome to London. We got here last night and we were so tired because the previous night I only slept 2.5 hours. So what ended up happening actually is that we got to Gatwick after a terrible flight where they actually charged me a lot of money for something. I'm going to explain that in another video called Things You Should Know Before Going to London. So make sure that you watch that if you want to know what happened. But we had a terrible flight. I only slept 2.5 hours the night before. When we got here, we realized that we actually booked our tickets to Gatwick and not to Heathrow, I think it's called, which meant that we were on the southern part of the country, like underneath London, and we had to go all the way through London and go north to get to our Airbnb. So when we got there, we had to take a train, like I think it's called the fast train, and then the tube, which is like a metro, and then that was it. I think we just transferred to another metro. I don't know what the lingo is yet. But then we got here and we were really tired and we passed out for like an hour. And then we actually ended up meeting up with one of my best friends here that lives in London. And we went for Indian food. We had a tiny little celebration for Jeremy's birthday coming up. And yeah, it was a little bit of a late night, but it was so nice. And we really enjoyed it. We had a great time. Thank you, Alexa, if you're watching this. We got home, went to sleep, and this morning we actually woke up at 9:30. I was very sleep deprived, clearly. And so today we're going to London. We're going to central London. We have a few plans later on tonight, again with Lex and her boyfriend, Ellie. And yeah, I guess I'll show you guys around our Airbnb very quickly before we head out for our adventure.
Oh, hey there. How you doing?
So this is our Airbnb. This is just our luggage. We have a nice little desk here that Jeremy is not displaying too great, but a nice little desk that, I don't know, we put our clothes on. And then we have our bed, which is actually the most comfortable bed that we've had since we slept here. Nice wooden wall. Over there is actually a kitchenette. That is a bathroom, and lucky enough for us, we have a washer and dryer that is currently doing our laundry, and a fridge. And here we have a little kitchenette, which we have yet to use, and we're leaving tomorrow, so I doubt we're going to use it.
Cozy, compact, does the job.
There's always been one thing that I've really wanted to do in London, and that is to go to the Plants restaurant, which is Deliciously Ella's restaurant. Ella is basically the person who taught me how to cook. It was the first cookbook I ever owned, and I love all of her recipes. I also just wanted to take a quick second to talk about these vitamins that I've been taking from the brand Care of. I recently saw a naturopath, and even he was very impressed with the vitamins that I decided to take and with the ingredients in them and how bioavailable it was. I've been taking them for 2 months now. I've really been enjoying it. They come in these individual packs that are compostable and that have a quote of the day on them, which is really cute. My quote of the day is, "Form a new habit, but make it fun. Find a workout buddy, make a great playlist for cleaning, anything that makes your routine something to look forward to." I will leave my code for them in the description for 50% off your first order. We went shopping after going to Plants, but we quickly got overwhelmed by the city as per usual. So we headed home for a little bit, got ready, and then we took the tube back over to my friend's house for a cozy, wholesome dinner to soothe our minds and the anxiety that we were getting from the city. Hello guys, we are currently driving to Snowdonia National Park in Wales, and I wanted to do a quick intermission because yesterday we were obviously in London. Our main thing that we wanted to do in London was obviously see my friend Lex and her boyfriend Ellie, and that was all we had planned. We know from past experiences that neither of us do well in cities. We get very overwhelmed and stressed and anxiety. We just become anxiety. We get anxious. So we already kind of knew that was what was going to happen if we went into the city, but we still wanted to get the London vibe. So as you saw, we went over to Plants, the Deliciously Ella shop. It actually cost us 80 Canadian dollars for lunch, and all we had was our 2 main courses and 2 drinks. So how that came out to $80. I have no idea. But it was worth it because that was like the only thing in London that I really wanted to do, I guess. And then we ended up kind of wanting, like we were walking down like the big shopping streets. I think it's near Oxford or something like that. Oxford something. I don't know. We were walking down there getting very overwhelmed and stressed. We ended up going into Zara, and Jeremy got a bunch of suit kind of clothes. He got a really nice knitted vest as well.
Fancy casual wear.
Yeah, like fancy casual wear, we'll say. So that was fun. But then it was like 4:30 and we realized that the museum that we were supposed to go to closed at 5, so we didn't end up going there. We weren't able to. And at this point, I was just not feeling great. I was so anxious. Overwhelmed, yeah. And we decided to just head home. I actually canceled my plans with Lex and Ellie to go to a comedy show. And instead we were just going to go to the jazz show that we were supposed to go to after. And I just texted Lex and I was like, please, can we just like have a like at home dinner tonight? Like, can you make this the pasta dish that she always makes when I see her? Because it's just such a comfort food for me. So yeah, basically that's what we did. We just took the tube home and got ready, and then we went over to Lex's house. We actually missed the jazz show because we were just like talking and catching up, and it was such a nice night. Honestly, seeing Lex and Ellie set for the first time since May, and even May it was like a quick visit. It was nice. Like, it's always nice catching up with friends. So yeah, we basically didn't see much of London because we're not city people at all. If you can relate, please let me know in the comments. So that morning, before the last clip was recorded, we woke up and took the tube over to go pick up our Tuchel car. And then we actually headed back to Lex's one more time for a final breakfast before we had to go. And I guess we will catch the rest of the trip on our next video in Snowdonia. I'll see you guys then.